Hey guys, Tim here from the Writer's Block. Hope you guys are having a great day. I certainly am. Today we're going to break down a little bit of music theory. Don't panic too much. I did not always make straight A's either. We will get together and make this work, I promise. So we're going to be breaking down how to build major, minor, 7th, sus2, and sus4, which are like the big 5 chords that you're going to be using all the time. We're going to look at how those are constructed and what makes them major, minor, 7th, sus2, sus4. So I want to look at the page, demonstrate the theory and the reasons why they are what they are, and how to make them. And then I want to look at the guitar neck to look at how to make them in a more practical way. And hopefully by the end of this, you guys will be able to find all the fingering simply just by building the chords out of the notes. So that being said, let's go to the page and check out how all this breaks down. Okay guys, so I kind of started without you. You can take a piece of paper or you can just look at this one, whatever makes you comfortable, but I'd put a big A so we know everything we do here is around A chords. Alright? So I circled the A again here. Obviously this is just all of our notes. We'll put them there and then we'll number them. 1 is a root, 8 is a root, it repeats. Okay? So it's really just 1 to 7. Now, let's put in our appropriate sharps. Okay, so A has a sharp, we'll put A sharp. B does not, C does, D does, E does not, F does, and G does. So what you have should look something like this. So we have our key up here to refer to. Alright, now right here I want to write A major. Okay? So 1, 3, and 5 will make up our chord. Okay, that is the 1st degree or the root, the 3rd degree, and the 5th degree. Now, a major third will be a C sharp. You can think of it as a major third or a sharp third. Obviously 1 is the root and 5 is just the plain old 5th. Okay, so for the major, let's look at A is root, that's 1. C sharp is our sharp or major third. E is our 5th. Nothing special or fancy about it. It's just our 5th degree. Poor old E doesn't get any fuss. Okay, now here we're going to write A minor. Now, same 1 is A, and that is our root. This is our flat or minor third, which will be a regular C, and then 5 is going to be E, and it's just our no fuss 5th. Okay? Fairly simple, fairly easy. What makes a chord minor is the 3rd degree. If it is the flatter third or the minor third, then you have a minor chord. What makes a chord major is the 3rd degree. If it is the major or sharp third, then you have a major chord. Now, let's get into sus, okay? So we'll put A sus 2. In the A sus 2, you guessed it, 1 is our root and that is A. Okay? We are going to change our 3rd degree. We're going to get rid of it and we're going to add a 2nd degree, which will be our B. Okay, so in this is a 1, 2, and 5 chord. The 2, obviously, sus2, Our second degree is B, and that is our sus2. The fifth is a plain old no fuss E. Okay, so this is a sus2. We've got an A, which is our root. We've got a B, which is our sus2, and we've got an E, which is our fifth. Now, moving down again, we will do an A sus4, and those of you who are sharp, get the pun? Will have already guessed that we've got one, that is our root, it is A. We've got 4, sus4, that is our fourth degree, which is going to be a D. So we write D, sus4, and then we've got our plain old E, fifth. Very simple, very easy, and I'll show you on the next so we can just double down on this. Now, for the seventh, it's very simple and easy. We will take either a minor or major, so it can be C or C sharp. This will always be A, this will always be E. Either one will work. We're not going to substitute anything, we're just going to add a seventh degree. And if we come up here, we will see that that is going to be a G. Okay, so fairly simple, fairly easy. Hopefully you guys follow that. And let's go to the guitar neck and check out exactly how this is going to work. Alright guys, so let's look at this position here with this minor and this major A. Okay, and then we'll add the sus and the seventh to that. So what we have here is our second string open is our bass root note. Okay, so that's our A. Then we have our fifth degree, which is our E. Then we have a repeat of the root, another A there. And then we have our third degree on that second string. And this is where we should be focused. Okay, our third degree is going to be on that second string for the minor, and our third degree is going to be that second string in the major. And so with the sus2, that second string open is a B, which is our second degree of A. So that's the sus2. Then we move one fret up, it's minor. One fret up from that, it's major. One fret up from that, it's sus4. Okay? So sus4, major, minor, sus2. It's really just 2, minor, major, 4. So that's mainly how we're going to use it. Is we're going to use these sus chords as hammer-ons or additions or little build-ups to our major and minor chords respectively. You're never going to switch. So if you're minor, then we're going to use sus2, minor, and sus4. If you're major, you'll use major, sus4 or sus2. Okay? So a rhythm could look like this. Right? Or it could look like this. You know, any number of things, but what you don't want to do is resolve on Usually you don't want to resolve on the sus because it's really unstable. So you'd want to get to that full minor or major, usually, unless you want that unfinished feel like at the end of a song. But anyway, play around with it, and you know, if it sounds good, then it's good. That's the rule with music, you know, if it sounds good, then it works. So play around with that. Anyway, moving to the simplest chord in all of this is our 7th. We don't have to actually change the chord. If we're in the A minor, we're just going to add a 7th note, or a 7th degree, and the 7th degree of A is G. So we will put our pinky on that first string there. There's the minor 7th. There's the major 7th. Now, moving to this root 6 position, we've got minor, one note sharper, we've got major, one note sharper, we have sus4, and behind the minor, the reason I didn't do it is because it's difficult to finger there, and you can find all the fingerings, but what I prefer to do is to go 2 down and 2 over to my root 4A, and so I'm barring everything here with my index from the 4th string down, and then I will be on the E in the 3rd string and the A on the 2nd. Now, the bottom of this bar on that high E string, or on that 1st string, is going to give me a B. So that B is my 2nd degree, that E is my 5th, and I've got 2 A's. So, I mean, for all intents and purposes, I like to take that shape down here on the root 4, but what's really going on here is the exact same thing. Okay, our 2nd, minor 3rd, major 3rd, sus4, sus2, minor 3rd, major 3rd, sus4. Now, the 7th, same thing again. We have to grab a G note. We can do that 2 different ways. We can either lift our pinky up and play the low G note, or we can put our pinky here and play that high G note. Same with minor. We can pick our pinky up, or we can put our pinky on that higher position. So fairly simple, fairly easy, guys. Also, we can look at some lead ideas. Knowing how these chords are built can help us with the flavor of our lead. Okay, so say that the rhythm was right. So to match the sus2, I could hit that open B string to match that sus2. Whatever I want to do, and I could add that note for the flavor of the sus4. However, so like I said, just work with it, but knowing the notes that you're adding can really add flavor to your lead as well, not just your rhythms. Same with the minor. If I wanted to come back to this root 6 position and play some classic minor licks or whatever, instead of just coming, I might want to add that sus2, or that sus4. same with the 7th. In this case, you know, you're wanting to linger on that. So just something to think about there. It really can change your rhythms and add stuff to that, and also, you know, it can change your leads as well. So I would practice building rhythms around those chords, and then also building some leads and stuff, or playing with some backing tracks that feature those sus chords and the 7th chords and whatnot, you know, and get accustomed to switching between the minor and major so that you're fluent in both. Anyway, so hopefully that helps you guys out. Practice, commit it to memory, work on taking other chords and, you know, making a major, minor, sus 2, sus 4, 7th, whatever, and really get to the bottom of the mechanisms at play here, because once we have an understanding, it can really build us up as musicians. So anyway, like, subscribe, click the bell so you can be notified when these videos come out, and thank you very much for stopping by here and hanging out, and until next time, be good.